Hey everybody, welcome to episode 8, the finale of season 1 of Black Sails. Last time a lot of things happened. Captain Flint was under the gun from Gates. He was like questioning him. What happened with Billy? Did you throw him overboard? Are you lying to the crew? And the captain's like, you know what? I am lying to the crew. When we get the Urca Delima, before all the money is given out, I'm going to take a portion. And what he's going to do with it, not quite sure. I think he has this dream of building a better future for everybody, because he knows that piracy is sort of on the way out of the world. So it's going to take the money, going to do something beneficial for everybody with it. But that does mean cutting into the share that the crew would expect to get if they knew how much was actually there. So Gates is like, you're lying to the crew. Look, when this mission is done, we're just going to go our separate ways. I'll be with you until that point. And then later in the episode, Dufresne is talking to Gates, and he's like, we can forgive a lot of things. We can forgive the lying and the, all that stuff. But Billy, that's where we draw the line. So they're out for Flint's blood because of what happened to Billy. But I think Billy's still fine. So maybe his reappearance might soften the crew towards Flint before they Flint and Mrs. Barlow, they had a argument. She wants him to get out of the game. She's giving him this opportunity. She's written letters. She's like, look, they'll offer you a pardon. We can go to Boston. We can live happily ever after. And he's like, no way. No way. Not after what they did. You're gonna have me accept a pardon from them? No. They're the ones who should apologize. So that's where his mind is at. And what else? Oh yeah. The funny story with Randall and Silver. Randall going, he's the thief, and everybody going, oh, it's him, is it? Okay, well, we're gonna make an issue of this. And then Silver and Randall coming to this sort of understanding that if Silver can get Randall back on the ship, then maybe Randall will just pretend he's just, simple-minded and doesn't know what he's saying. And, even though it's heavily hinted that Randall knows exactly what he's doing, gets to be on the ship, gets his share, doesn't get to be in the thick of things when shit goes down, maybe he's just faking it. On the other hand, he did lose a leg, so maybe, leave Randall alone. Scott was in it briefly, went to Eleanor, asked for help with the slaves the friends he made on the ship. And she did her best for him. And then he's like, thanks a lot. See ya. He peaced out. He was like, if I stay around and you're still in this thing with Flint, I'm going to feel like I have to intervene. And that's not going to work for either of us. So I'm out of here. She's like, get out of my sight. And Vane went back to... I think this big dude, he had a crew. He was a big pirate. They were sailing the seven seas, having a great time. And then the big dude decides, you know what? Let's settle down. Let's go to this island. Let's chop some wood. Let's sell it. We're out of the game. So Vane goes there. And I think... there's more to that, maybe. Maybe Vane, who was a part of that whole system, maybe he feels like they were being used as slave labor, or, there wasn't much glory or prospects in that life. He goes back. He's like, hey, can I have a ship and some men? I don't know if he asked for a ship, but he asked for the men. And the dude's like, yeah, you make lots of money for me. And Vane's like, you know what? Men, let's go be pirates again. Screw this guy. So they have a fight. Vane gets put in the ground. He loses the first fight. Buried alive, but he rises from the ashes, and takes down the big dude. It was sort of I think he always had that dude in his mind as a reminder of when he felt weak and powerless. And in order to move on as a captain and as a person, he had to go back, confront his demon, and you know, that's been done. So is his mind on the Archangel? Is it on that treasure galleon? Or is it more to do with Nassau and controlling that side of things? Either way, he's going to be part of the whole complex narrative. And while those two ships go off and get the prize, maybe he's going to secure the bay, or, you know, any number of things could happen. Or it could be a three-way battle, or it could be anything. And where Jack and Max and Anne fit into all this, who knows? Jack's just chilling right now as head of a brothel, but I don't think he'll stay there, because his character is more interesting if he's out involved in the other stuff that's going on. Because at the moment he's sort of in a dead-end plotline. That's my view of it. Anyway, rambling before the finale. It's always good. You gotta ramble. And yeah, looking forward to it. I predict some sort of battle on the seas. 2 ships have gone out, so it would be strange if it was just nothing happened in the finale. But I don't think things will get resolved in the finale. I don't think there'll be a big victory, but who knows? Because they still don't know exactly where to go. Silver still has the schedule in his mind, the key parts of it. So yeah, maybe there'll be more stumbling blocks along the way before season 2 kicks in. Let's see. 8. Rain. Things are looking good for Jack. He's finally getting good prices.
Oh, he says I'm no longer to receive my distribution of the house's profits.
Ooh.
Your instruction? I'm not one of the girls. I will have my cut, or everyone in this street will know what became of Mr. Noonan.
You would do that.
Threat?
Don't you?
That, coupled with the graft you've been responsible for, leaves me with no choice but to terminate your employment here.
They will band together to see you hanged.
Which ones exactly? Mr. Connors, the wheelwright? Or perhaps Mr. Peterson, the butcher? Rush,
They've been keeping them happy. They're not going
They all
to...
have enjoyed steep discounts here lately. Before the...
You will regret this, sir.
I'm sure I won't.
Maybe she has some ace up her sleeve. This is trouble. Not the best time to set sail, perhaps.
Come on, Randall. Dr. Howe made this specially for you.
Got you a new leg.
Mr. Silver, how can I ever thank you? First, you saved me from ending up as a stain on the walrus's underside. Then you secured my position on the crew on the... You're still trying to find something comfortable to put at the end of my stomach. Thank you.
Put her on.
You're welcome.
Bolt from the Ranger! Captain Gates is coming over!
How do they get from ship to ship? Does he go in a little boat? Captain, do you know what's going on up there? Bit of a storm.
Last part of the schedule, if you don't mind.
Wow, they've moved it on forward, they're close. But this is his last, apart from Guthrie's threat, there's no reason to keep him alive after he writes this down. Well, maybe they have to verify that it's accurate. Maybe after the Urko's taken, they'll be like, well, get on. But then Flint is also on the block. What do you think, Flint? To look right?
Division Bay. Take this to Mr. DeGroot.
I'm just wondering where you and I stand.
Yeah,
Keep wondering.
so am I. Going to say something when he leaves? Maybe he does like him. For the record, I don't do well at sea. I would be throwing up over the side. Like this guy. Yep, that's who I'd be.
Henderson? It wasn't Henderson. It was something like Henderson. Harrison? Oh, Craig. Craig, that's him. Craig.
Close, close. I wonder if this will soften relationships between them.
For years, he went on how he got this huge stash. So I open his locker and what do I find?
Nothing?
12 pesos, a busted pocket watch, and a letter with instructions to deliver it to his sister in New York. I spent 2 weeks that winter in New York trying to deliver that fucking letter to his sister. Never found her. I waited till we were in open water and I dropped it over the side. There are no legacies in this life. No monuments.
No pirate statues.
Just the water.
No kings.
Swallows us whole.
By the way, the crew are intending to kill you after this.
As if we'd never been here at all.
See, Flint's vision is of
I better be getting back.
a destiny where he is proclaimed as... He does have a legacy. Which completely clashes with what Gates was just saying.
You think you can trust her, you dumb shit?
That's what this is about, Max. You fucked her, didn't you? Jesus H. Christ, I can't win
Nope.
with you. She's in the camp with the men, and it's, come on, Jack, let's go kill everybody, see if we can't half. And now
Yeah.
she's out making
Yeah.
a small fortune, by the
It's
way.
like a
and you're
flip.
pissed off about that too. Why'd you consider making up your fucking mind about it, please?
Fuck you, Jack.
Yes, fuck me.
I like their relationship. Well, what do you think, Anne? Max is clearly trying to get your attention. I don't think she knows how she feels about Max. Vane? What is his play at the moment? He's gonna try and take the island? And who can stand against them? Eleanor? The dude in the fort? Meanwhile, in the open seas. Any sign of it?
Hammer up well with our guns, and then take the fight to her decks. That fight will be the fight of our lives. But on the other side lies paradise.
Is it going to be there?
See you there.
I want this ship to look
Ranger.
amazing.
Full
Gold ship from bow to stern. Until they see it, I'm not convinced it's going to be there. Nothing? Could have been tipped off. Could have been the bad weather. Silver.
Goodbye.
Godspeed.
See you. By the way, Vane is coming.
I have to hand it to you. You said you'd rebuild things here without your father, and damned if you didn't do just that.
Can't believe you left me for that old lady.
But Captain Hornicourt is right.
The fuck? Why are your men firing on their own ship?
My men aren't the ones doing the firing.
Vane has taken the fort and just shooting the shit out of all the ships.
Someone has taken over the fort.
Who could that be? Who do you think?
Put his foot down. Once we make landfall, he wants Flint tried immediately.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a bit too
About the
soon.
fact that we didn't.
They will have laid claim to the captain's seat. Camps will divide. It won't be dark yet before the fighting starts.
I think Gates is the only one who's making sense at all
And we'll do it like civilized men.
in this show.
And that's how we avoid the abyss.
Sails! To the south!
Ooh.
Is it the air car?
My guess is it's not.
Man of war! She's a man of war!
Tell her to raise the black. Fire
Battleship?
2 shots over our bow.
Drop anchor? You mean to fight her?
You all have your orders!
Can we take a man of war?
Join me.
No, no.
I can't let you go down this road.
But Acosta, you think that ship's here on patrol? Did she just happen
Guard
by this
ship?
place at this time?
Scout?
That ship is an escort. It's the only explanation.
My duty is to them, not to you.
We're not here! Not this! This is fucking madness! Interpret that as an incitement of mutiny.
Let a man out there right now! They know about Singleton, the book, the cop, all of it. They know.
You shouldn't have said that.
You hang for it.
I will see you and Mrs. Barlow secreted away before anybody knows you're gone. You're gonna go to Boston.
Magical
You're
Boston.
gonna take the pardon that she's offered you. And that is the last that you and I will ever see of each other.
It's not what's going to happen.
Please don't do this.
I fear for Gates now.
Take him home.
But who does Flint have on his side? If it came to Flint versus Gates in a fight, Flint would win.
This is not what I wanted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I came to lend credence to your case that the Urquhart is still to be won.
Literally the only person who could have walked through that door. They kill Gates.
What the fuck are you doing to him?
Making sure there's nothing incriminating.
Stop! There's no way out of this.
Take it from me.
There's always a way out. Gates was the best guy. I just have to get over, get over that he's dead and move on with the episode. But
I'll have 250 men assembled and ready to storm the fort in a matter of hours. My first light tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll be back in my chair.
He just wants his chair.
Y'all need to see this.
Remember this guy?
I think it's time we talked.
Gates has come down with some flu.
Mr. Gates' heart has given out.
He's dead.
Orders are to sail north. When we fire on the target, he's to tack hard to port and do the same.
Dufresne and what's his face? They're shook in modern parlance.
The question you need to ask yourself is, what good can I do? You can call this murder. Will that be enough to stop this fight that is about to happen? Doubts.
Just silver-tongued. Suddenly wondering where the phrase silver tongue comes from. It was like it was made for him.
You think I'm going to let this stand? The Hornigold will?
Can you take back that fort before I sink another ship in the bay? 3 more. All of them.
Then what do you want?
I control the fort. So I will be your partner.
Yep.
This place for a long time.
He has the power
Didn't
now.
work out so well. Now I'd like a stake.
Unless somebody can take it back.
Absolutely lost your...
This guy, however,
What the hell did he say?
is in trouble.
This is not the end of this.
Dumb ways, Jack. It had to come to this. Don't you think?
Come to what?
Don't
Me
kill.
deciding if you live or die.
Don't kill.
I don't know what you've
He's
done.
not. Jack is
brings
fine.
you out of bed. Marches you down to the wreck. To look
How much did you really like Hammond and those
at a
guys?
moment, and you'll never sail beneath the black again. Something tells me that'll sting worse than dying. Loyalty, Jack. Supposed to mean something. Supposed to me anyway.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Now, this ship. He can speak Spanish.
Here she comes.
What? Don't.
Cazadora, Marco Fernandez, captain.
Cazadore! Marco Fernandez, Capitan!
Flint speaks Spanish. Okay.
St. Augustine, tobacco trade.
Santo Agustin, Comercio de Tobacco!
Done
I'm mistaken. You told him to name us anything but a tobacco trader, did you not?
I did. He means to prove that that ship has not got a costa that is here for the same reason we are.
The Urca.
If that ship lets us pass, he will have managed to both renew the men's lust for gold and their faith in his judgment.
Okay. What do you think, guys?
Hello?
On they go, chasing the pirates.
All heads to their stations. Quietly, if you please.
100 yards, Captain.
Aye, Captain. You only get one shot of this. We miss, we die. Almost there.
Captain Flint.
Dufresne? Uh-oh, mutiny.
Your duties as a member of this crew have reached an end. Take a seat.
Randall, do you want to help?
Murders of Mr. Singleton, Billy Bones, and Mr. Gates.
We're gonna lose them! We don't have time for this!
His plan to steal a portion of the treasure
Oops.
fleet proceeds for himself.
Okay.
I gave you all an order! Fire! Fire!
Open mutiny. It's done.
Mr. Lord.
He's gonna fire. He's gonna force the issue. Just light it.
This thief. This time there's no escaping it.
Randall? That's what I'm talking about.
You're welcome.
Who's shooting?
Sorry. Had to be done.
Now they're in it.
There's no running now.
And the other ship has orders to fire when they fire, so
Everything you've got.
if they don't do it, they're dead.
All cannons! Open fire!
Good hit. Crossfire. They're attempting to turn so they can fire back, but we're doing enough damage, I think. That's a lot of weapons. They're getting their asses handed to them. I think they might have lost the battle. Flint is overboard. I thought it was going to end the episode. I was like, don't leave it there.
Yesterday, Captain Hornigold was immovable from that fort, and Captain Vane was a beggar. Now look at them today. Today you have everything you have ever wanted. We can only guess what tomorrow will bring.
Nice. Max. A reminder that not everything remains as it is right now. She's still hurt. He's washed ashore? Guess they were pretty close to the coast when they took the battle. Of course he's arrived. It's a wreck?
In the meantime, you and I have been charged with provoking this whole mess.
Oh, did they spot the Urca?
Fortunately, you and I failed to take into account the weather.
The storm.
The Urca's Lima wrecked at sea last night.
Ooh.
Dashed by the storm.
Well, that's bounty that we can pirate, right? End of episode, end of season. good. That was the last episode of this season 1. Didn't go the way I expected it. Sort of did with Vane taking control of the island side of it, Nassau side of it. He wasn't chasing after the Urca. He was consolidating power back home, back at the base. I didn't think they'd find the Urca. I thought there wasn't enough time for that, and I still think there wasn't enough time after all the build-up to just have them find the ship and then take the ship and then fight the ship and then board the ship and take it, and the aftermath of that. So instead, they came across a battleship who was kind of escorting and guarding the Urca, and they attempted to ambush it, have it between the two ships, and then give it full guns blast and take it. But once it turned and then opened all those guns, they were just completely screwed. It was just that was fun. Didn't expect them to just get blown to pieces and wrecked. That's good. A show that keeps me on my toes, keeps me guessing. And I definitely didn't expect Flint to just kill Gates, like his only friend, apart from now Silver is sort of his new best friend, only because their interests are completely aligned and one's fate is joined to the other. Yeah, I'm sad that Gates is gone because I enjoyed his character, and I thought he was keeping everything together, and then once he went, there was just mutiny almost instantly. That scene where they do the mutiny and then the captain is trying to force the issue, it's a great scene. Jack is kind of stuck. I said that at the start in my pre-talk that I didn't expect him to stay running the brothel, but after his conversation with Charles is like, this is your punishment. You get to stay here to live out your days. You'll never be on a pirate ship again. I wonder how true that is. Max has certainly risen up from her where she was a few episodes ago, and now she's speaking directly to Elner. Not quite as equals, but certainly a lot more equal in status that they used to be. Still a lot of emotion going on between those two, and there's also the Max Anne stuff that's still kind of lingering in the air. Nothing from Mrs. Barlow this episode, or from Mr. Guthrie. And yeah, season 2, no idea. The only thing I can be sure of is where they are currently standing on that. Is it on an island? And I guess we'll pick up pretty much exactly where we left it in season 2. And I'm aboard. And what happened to the other ship? Did that get blown up? The second ship? I don't know if anybody we know, because Gates was leading that ship, but I don't know if any of the other main cast were on that ship. So maybe we can just, let it get blown up and let it get destroyed. So yeah, I'm excited to get straight into season 2. I'll have to wait a bit. Have to wait a few days before I start it, but it's a great show, and I'm glad I started watching it, and I'm glad you joined me on this adventure, and we will be back with season 2 in a while.